felt that way about most of the winners this year. I felt like I love Ellen Burstyn. I think she's a legend, and I think Political Animals was great. But I don't think what she had to do was nearly close to what Sarah Paulson had to do. And the fact that Sarah Paulson didn't get recognized really bums me out. Maybe she will next year for Coven. I don't think what she'll have to do on Coven will be the level of what she had to do on Asylum.
She was really good.
But, I mean, they also asked a lot of her, and I think that, like, to a degree, what should be celebrated is the fact that these people can tap into these things, can rise to the challenge of not just, I'm not playing myself, but I'm playing something so horrendous with so much grace that you buy it, because it's really easy to not believe a person on screen because you know it's not real.
Yeah, I mean it's a fascinating. There was with Bobby that was just a weird thing. I feel like, with the exception of, and I know Modern Family gets a lot of flack for winning repeatedly.
Well, again, I feel like you're getting rewarded for being the same thing in and out.
But again, I also think that if they submitted the finale, which was a fantastic episode,
right?
And again, if people are actually watching,
it's not any different from what it was last year.
I mean,
you're rewarding the same thing and saying this thing that was amazing last year is still the best thing, even though it hasn't changed or evolved at all. And that's what bothers me, because we're not saying television should evolve.
But no, I mean, my thing is like, look, I think Julia Louis-Dreyfus is fantastic. I think the fact that Amy Poehler has not actually won is atrocious.
I agree.
Do people not watch The Wedding? Of course you didn't, because that would actually require doing your freaking jobs. If we can watch 100 hours of TV a week, you can suck it up and do the same.
They're not getting paid.
I don't care.
I'm just saying that's what I mean.
They get to go to fancy parties.
If I didn't get paid, I wouldn't be watching a lot of what I'm watching.
Okay, but to be fair, we're not asking them to watch the, C and D list shows.
Sometimes we are. Some things that get nominated for Emmys, I don't understand.
Yeah, because they get good publicity, people probably say.
But that's what I'm saying. So like there are some things up there that really I don't feel are the same caliber as a lot of the other things.
No, of course.
I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't care what your ratings are. You can be the #1 show. It doesn't mean that you're the highest quality show.
Oh God, no.
So
very rarely does actual ratings equal quality.
Right. So things that get nominated again and again because they're higher rated or because they won last year and so they're assumed to be just as quality, if not popular. That's when it starts to really grate at me, because I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not saying it didn't deserve one win, but can you honestly say that it is still the best thing that you have? I don't think so. And you're also not challenging them to be any better because they're getting rewarded for the same thing over and over again. Why would they challenge themselves?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if people actually, I don't know, because there's no good way, because like literally I understand logically no one can watch every single episode of television, because look, it's our job.
And they're not asking them to. No, that's the thing. They're submitting specific episodes and saying, watch these, pick which ones you think are the best, and then from there, pick which one you think is the best.
It would be really fantastic if the Academy, in order to vote, you had to watch at least, say, 75% of the nominations.
How would you prove it?
If you're watching it for it's online.
Oh, and it's like marked. But I also think that like so much of it is, I mean, it is personal taste.
I'm not
and how much of
of course. And the thing is like, my issue is what the people who are, whether it's the Oscars, the Emmys, or the Grammys, or whatever, whomever wins isn't necessarily have to align with what I think is right. I think you're fucking wrong for some of those nominees, the winners last night. But my thing is, I don't necessarily, for it to be a successful thing, I don't necessarily need to be. What I actually need to feel in order for it to feel like a successful award show, I need to feel like people actually made an effort. Like if you basically,
but that's what I'm wondering is how many people made the effort, and the effort was my personal taste aligns with this regular Joe Will McAvoy.
I mean, it might have been. It might have been like,
rather than something that makes me feel more or challenges me.
I don't like math. No, Bryan Cranston.
Well, but that's what I mean. A show like Homeland, a show like Breaking Bad can be really polarizing because it does make you think. It makes you like feel something. Whereas, but that's what I'm saying. Exactly. The newsroom tells you what to feel because it contrives the plot, the emotion, the music. Like it does all that crap for you, and you walk out of it just overwhelmed with something that's not real but still emotional. and you come down from it later and realize that was completely saccharine and put upon me, and I don't know that I necessarily agree with it, but it gets the job done in the instant. And the other things make you feel, but then it's what happens after you watched it when you're
Right.
sitting with it, and people don't like to sit with things.
Lazy bums.
So I'm just wondering if, like, I don't agree with it. I like to think. I like active television, but I've seen time and time again that I'm in the minority with the way I watch shows. So I wonder how much of it is maybe they really did watch things this year, and maybe they really just do like things that are entertainment for entertainment value rather than evolutionary.
I don't know. I feel like it was basically. I feel it was. Let's try to be different and not be the same, because there has been, to be fair, so much complaint about it being.
Yeah, but
so,
it's different, but not better.
I'm not disagreeing.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
But I'm
like,
saying I can understand the mentality of them saying, "Oh, we can't have another year where all the Modern Family actors win.
Sure.
We can't have a year where where all the Homeland people win all the major categories. So let's be different this year and pick this random shit."
Okay,
Which
maybe.
which honestly just
Doesn't
feels,
help.
No, it doesn't help.